objections, negotiation, and closing. But first, I need to know who did their homework. So who have actually sent pitches after day one and day two. So if you have sent a pitch, even if it's just one, write sent, or you can just say, you can actually say the amount of pitches you sent. You write sent in the chat box. You understand? Then if you have not sent, say not sent. Be honest though. Okay, I'm saying sent, not sent. I want to hear from everybody here. There are 50 people here with me. Be sent or not sent. If you have sent a pitch, okay, sent. I'm saying sent, not sent, sent, not sent. It's like the not sent is plenty more plenty. Everybody should respond in the chat box, so I'll know what to focus more on tonight. Though that's why I don't ask random questions. So you need to answer. If you have not sent, write not sent. If you have sent a pitch after day one and day two, write sent. Your holy presence, living in. This is my daily bread. So a lot of you have not sent, and honestly, I think it's overthinking it. If you have not sent a pitch, what would you say? Okay, those that have not sent a pitch, can you just give me a reason why you might be still struggling with it in the chat box? I'm simply trying to know what you need help with. If you have not sent a pitch till now, do you understand? Why do you think you have not sent one? Like, why do you think you have not sent a pitch? I'm waiting for feedback in the chat box, guys. Today, you're highly practical. Like, respond in the Google Meets. I'm waiting for responses, or more and more responses. So we are past theory stage, you are in practical stage. Pa, 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 pa. Knowing who to send to. There is say he has not done with his proof of like the project he wants to use as proof. Kimberly says she's unable to. Kimberly, if you have a laptop, can you do a thumbs up? Kimberly says she's not sure who to pitch to. But we did that in day one now. For those who does not know who to pitch to, we started out one thing we started in day one. So Desmond says he's busy. Christopher says I'm afraid of the feedback. That fear never go until you send that picture. That's the truth. That's the funny thing about these things. And that's the thing about fear generally. You understand? There is no place where you have fear that fear goes by waiting for the fear to go. The fear goes. Courage is not the absence of fear. Is being able to take action despite the presence of fear. So that is how it goes. So, oh, I'm not sorry. Let me start this Twitter space. Pause. Pitch to paid day 3. I'm going through the responses. Jerry says he's still working on the okay evidence. America says one-on-one, no email address. Alam they say looking already have a pitch, but looking for clients. Talia has not gotten response. Jonathan working on the proof. Any more? Is this the people that are giving a response? What is happening? The truth about this thing is you have to actually put something out though. Even if your pitch is not perfect, you still have to say you don't know that you don't know the state of your pitch until you send it out. You can't perfect what you don't get started working on or don't put out. So everything you should have a very strong bias for action. Yeah, some people are really thinking that, oh, next year January I'll start this thing. There's no we're actually in the season of harvest in this end of the year. So you still have so much you can get this year. It's even better you now, even if you're not doing anything at all, you can still use this year and perfect your system. So that's what by next year you can now start firing hot instead of doing new year, new me, and trying to figure out what you want to do. So hopefully by the time I'm done with this session today's own, and I also send you some other resources like the script and how to use it, I believe. But aim to send a lot of pitches before the next 3 days. Very important. So, all right, let's get into it for tonight. Let's get into it tonight. So for those that have sent, have you gotten a response? I saw some people say that they got a response. So for today, we are going to be doing we're going to learn about the follow-up strategy, handling objections, negotiation basics, building a pitch system, and your response tracker, and what's your action plan for the next 3 days. So by the end of today, you know how to turn any interest into income. So it's not just about pitches that get opened. So one, we have talked about writing pitches that grab attention or get opened. So we also need to learn about writing pitches that gets you paid. So let us start from a follow-up strategy. How do you follow up? Because this is number one thing that separates people that win from those who quit. How do you follow up? So many of you in the form that you filled says that what I struggle with follow-ups. And the honest truth is that what most deals are won in the follow-up, not the first pitch. So industry studies have shown that what it is only 2% of sales that happen on the first what contact. Do you understand? Ahead. Others needs lots of contacts, as much as 3, 4, 5 times. Do you understand? So 80% happen after the 5 follow-ups. I'm saying it again, so you know. So you know that I messaged them 2 times, they did not reply. 80% of pitches that are won happens after 5 follow-ups. So you should be persistent, guys. Don't say, oh, I messaged them yesterday, they're not replying me again. I'll talk about objections soon. So you know that's what it's not just about sending something and waiting. You have to keep following up. Like I signed up for a platform last week, and what they wanted to onboard as a partner. And after a while, I stopped messaging them because something came up and I was very busy. The guy sent me 3 follow-up messages via email. 3 follow-ups. So you have to understand that what you have to know that what it goes beyond just yes. Once somebody express interest, even the minimal interest, keep following up until what they make time for you. Don't say, oh, this person is doing shakara for me. Is it because do you think I'm begging you? No, all those things. Like I said, you yourself, how do you buy both online and offline? Some of you want to buy that thing. You have postponed it like 3 times. I'll buy it tomorrow. I'll buy it next tomorrow. How many of you here is it something that you wanted to buy and you postponed it many times before you finally bought it? Like I want to see in the chat box. You can even say what it is. You say, I will get this thing. I will pay for this thing this week. And this week you have said I'll pay for it this week like 5 times or 10 times self before you bought it. How many of us here? I want to answer in the chat box. So you also always have to, like I said, when it comes to I mean, they say me that postpone to eat. So don't forget this. Don't forget head charger. So don't forget this when it comes to trying to settle with other people. You already know how you procrastinate when you want to buy something and how you push it through until one day you just buy it. So you should have that thing in mind when pitching to people. Don't know think that person is doing shakara for you or they want to ghost you or anything. Persistence is greater than resistance. I'll say it again. Persistence is greater than resistance. So you have to follow up. It's better you not follow up fully, and maybe after you have followed up for a while, the person have said no. And follow up is not how far. Every follow up has something you do with it. Every follow up has something you do with it. There's a follow up you're trying to clarify if they have any confusion. There's follow up you're trying to say, telling them that what it seems that my offer is something you don't understand. Like you have to hit at the different potential reasons why the person is not responding. That is it has been postponed by a power bank for almost 4 months. I have still not bought it. So don't forget this thing when sending pitches. Don't be discouraged and say that you have seen how you want to buy something. Sometimes you postpone that thing for a while. And it's even something that is very important. Like a power bank is very important to keeping your phone on. Someone says shoe. You need a shoe. So it's not even as if you're buying one trivial thing like that. So you have seen, even for the most essential expense, sometimes you go to market. Is that thing you went to market to buy you? But you can reach there and price and still say, are you sure I should even buy this thing again? And then just buy small granite and you're coming back home. That happened to you before. You go to market to buy something. And what? You get there and they are not calling some prices that is strange to you. You're like, I even shall buy this thing again. Meanwhile, you have been postponing it since so because you have said, I say that I have to go to this particular market and buy this thing. This is the market I'll see this thing. And after days and weeks or weeks of delay. You finally went to that market. You got there and you're still considering not buying what you came to buy. So the human mind is fantastic. So don't forget this thing. Lord has to say, I've been postponing buying my car since you buy it this year in Jesus' name. Amen. So don't postpone, don't forget this thing when it comes to you following up on people. Don't forget about it. So when you send a pitch and you don't hear back, what do? You understand? It's easy for you to assume that they're not interested. It's easy for you to say that I'm bothering them. It's easy, the funniest one. If they wanted to work with me, they would have replied. Or if this person likes me, he would have replied he would have replied me. But he did not reply. So are you sure they even like me? So that is not how it is done. No, that is the wrong way to approach it. So you have to understand that what they are busy. They saw your message, they saw your email, they wanted to reply, but they got distracted and they forgot. That is it. So this is what you should tell yourself. They are busy. They saw this by email. Oh. They even read this my message and they said let them go and check something before they reply me, and they now forgot. They got distracted. Don't say, it has ticked twice and I'm seeing it blue. They are ignoring me. Let me ask you here. Have there been a time somebody sends you a message, they asked you something, you open the message and you read it, and you're like, let me go and check for something. And like you want to go and check for what will help you reply that thing the person asked you. Maybe somebody asks you something about something, so let me go and check, or let me call somebody and ask them. Then from there you forgot. How many of us here? Like you have read the message, you and you say, let me go and check, or let me confirm something before I reply this message. And from there, 3 days you have not replied. How many of us here? So, like I said, don't as human beings, we don't like rejection. It's very painful. That's why some people even send their pitch. We don't like rejection. So when you look at somebody is rejecting us or somebody is ignoring us, it used to pain us. You now start consoling yourself. How many of you made up stories in your head of how somebody does not want to have anything to do with you and everything? And what? When you now talk to the person, you now say that all that thing was in your imagination. Like, I'll just imagine this thing. This person now said the person was ignoring me. So imagination, if you leave the imagination on this case, it's will run wide. Because we all hate rejection. You want to start protecting your heart and protecting yourself. Let me message them again, no. So that, but it's a lie. It's just you trying to run away from from what you need to do. So you have to send a pitch. Send 10 pitches. Let them even say, I'm not interested. You know that they're not interested. But it is all part of the process. You have to get to the point where you are unashamedly pitching yourself. And don't do it in an annoying way. Don't do broadcast list. Oh, only do broadcast when I've already sent 2 broadcasts this year. Yes, 2 broadcasts in this whole year. So know when to use broadcast and when to use one-on-one. Some people just come in the morning and they put in broadcast and they're publishing content every week. They're putting it via broadcast. And I'm like, that is not how you get people to consume your content. So find out what people need, start from there, and share it. Keep putting out the content. Those that are interested to consume the content. And please, let me say this thing here. Let me say this thing here. I would advise you, unless you have built a certain level of influence or a certain level of audience, or you are willing to play the long game, don't start a podcast. I see people start podcasts and they'll start a podcast and they're just sending. Podcast works if you have an audience of people. Your first online brand building should not be a podcast. I'm not saying it's not work, unless you're ready to play the long game. But your first brand, your first content channel should not be a podcast. Nobody who knows you wants to sit down 30 minutes to listen to. What are they listening to? Who are you? They don't know you. What keeps people is interest. When person have confirmed that you are actually what you're actually saying is interesting, hey, they can come. But what? Put out your content on platforms where you are easily discoverable. Things like YouTube, Instagram, all those things. Is easier for people to discover your content there than a podcast. If you are doing, unless you're doing a video podcast on YouTube, okay, no wahala. But you see that audio podcast on Spotify and all those things, that should not be your first. You're just trying to put yourself in obscurity. I don't know why I even branched that place, but let me continue. So you should always what? So what is the follow-up framework? So let me share my screen. So when I was preparing this now, I asked Claude. I know that what some of you does not, most of you or some of you will know, might not have a laptop, but I still wanted to give you guys a standard system that you can use to follow up on prospects. You get? I wanted to give you a standard system that you can see use to follow up on prospects. Uh, Trying to share my screen. Uh, so I asked Claude, where is that chat? Yes, it's. You can see my screen. Can you give a thumbs up? Mhm. All right, so these are the different options available. So it says the first is hotspot CRM. So a CRM means customer or client relationship management. Do you understand? So you need to have, don't just be sending pitches up and down. You need to have a central place where you want person's name, the type of messages you send to them. So I'm seeing hotspot so that these are the different. So just take note of this. So you can always watch a video on how to set these things up. Do you understand? You can always watch a video on how to set this thing up. But this is what I'm only seeing the desktop option. You understand? But this hotspot CRM is the first you can use. Streak. I'm not seeing this streak before. I just saw it for the first time today. But it says it lives inside Gmail. There's Pipe Drive, there's Folk, and there's Google Sheets. Google Sheets is actually the simplest, but I would say unless you can your phone, you can easily navigate on it. You understand? Like now, they said that what this HubSpot was designed for mobile. Google Sheets is good on mobile, but just check between Google Sheets and Hotspot, the one that works for you. But in essence, you need to have like a central place where you can track the pictures you are sending. Do you understand? They are stage by stage follow up. You understand? They are stage by stage follow up. So if you follow up on this person only once, you say, okay, I followed up once or twice. Okay, I mean to say that what that streak is probably the best. Okay. So everybody should just check the one that works for them between Streak, Google Sheets, or HubSpot CRM. Find the one that works for you, so that's what you can what. But what you need to have like I said, guys, this thing involves work. You don't you don't change your situation by doing what you're doing in the past. You have to ask yourself, what are the new things that I need to start doing in order to change my situation or my condition? That is what you have to understand. If you don't adopt a new system, then you can't actually say that. that what you are serious about your growth. So you have to take initiative. You have to. Hello guys, if you can hear me, can you find the chat box? I had some network lag. I don't even know what caused it. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen again so that you guys can. I want to just show you guys the follow up so that you will see how it works. So let me just close this other tabs. I'm still trying to trace what caused that network disruption. All right, so this is follow up. I'm sharing my screen. I'm you guys are seeing my screen now. So this is follow up. What the follow up after 3 to 4 days is a gentle bump. You understand? Hi. So this is like the template is here. You understand? I just following up on my message from last week or last 2 days or 2 days ago. And what the problem you mentioned, add it there. I know things get busy, totally understand. Still happy to send that over. And what let me just know. You know, so this is light, like keys, keeping it light, no pressure, no guilt. Do not say, oh, you forgot about me. All those things people say, oh, why didn't you respond to me? I don't accuse the person of anything. Do you understand? And then you wait. Then wait a bit. If 1 week after you have sent a message and not respond, so 1 week is 3 more days after your first follow up now. You understand? So now add new value. Don't just repeat yourself. Do you understand? Don't say, oh, I'm following up again. How far now? No. So I was thinking about your business and how I quit again. I wanted to share. You understand? I noticed that what you give your space. So it means that what because now you are still looking for more ways to show that you are valuable. So you go back, you have not responded to you after 1 week. Go back to their look again. What is there any new thing you can add? So they are probably seen the first message and what maybe they are still wondering how okay, how does this concern me us or is this something you can actually I want to invest time in? So the more ideas you share with them, do you understand? And what this might be costing you this. And I know this is a new problem that might costing you. I put together a quick 2 minutes. So use Loom for this kind of videos. You understand? I'll still show you guys Loom. Use Loom for this kind of videos. You understand? Keep it there like 2 minutes video. And in the let them know that it's 2 minutes video. Don't just say I sent a video. Just some will not click that video because they don't know if it's you just send them a 30-minute video. Do you understand? And that video is also an opportunity for you to show your enthusiasm in or your ability to solve that problem. So that video has to be brilliant. Do you understand? So now you're really giving value before asking for anything. So this also reset, like a kind of reset the relationship. Do you understand? So then after 2 weeks, if they're not giving you a response, so if you don't have a CRM, you'll not be able to track all these things. You won't be able to track like all these different stages. This is why you need a CRM. So you have sent a first follow-up, you go to your CRM, you select first follow-up done. Do you understand? And if you're setting up and let me show you guys how to set up a simple CRM. So I'm using Google Sheets in this case. Do you understand? This is the kind of so you understand what I'm saying, right? Because Google always wants to lock you out from your own account. I'm opening a blank spreadsheet now. So this is what a tracker looks like. So you not think that is a big thing like that. So you can just come here, say the person's name or business name, as the case may be. You just put phone number, website, or email, anyone you want to do. Then you guys see my screen. Status. I want to make sure I guess I see my screen. Oh, I'm not sharing. Sorry, I'm not sharing that screen. I'm sharing that. So status, right? Status. So in this status tab, you just insert, use insert a drop down. You understand? Name the drop down, follow up. Pitch sent. That's the first. The second, follow up 1. Follow up 2. Follow up 3. I think it's enough. Up 4. You understand? Assign different colors to each of these brackets. You understand? So done. So when you say, I reached out to Ajulo today, this is his phone number, his email, you have put it. So what's the startup? Are you sent a pitch? So you have sent me the pitch. So pitch sent. And what you go on to the next person, you remember you are reaching out to the people that fits your ideal client profile. There's an ICP. We talked about it in day 2. Your ideal client profile, the people you are reaching out to. So you are reaching out to 12 people, you understand, pitch sent. So maybe today say I want to send 5 pitches today. And what you are done with the 5 pitches for that day. You have sent them a pitch. Right? And what you should even have another a third thing for proposal sent. A proposal is maybe you'd have talked to you. So also don't forget to add that in your own drop down. I didn't add that. I can still add that self. Let me add it. Proposal sent. Proposal sent. Still closed. So when you determine how many follow-ups you want to do, that's how to determine all these things, right? So now you have sent 5 people a pitch. So remember, I still going to be sending pitches. So the thing about this thing is volume, right? So you can if you a graphics designer agency or studio, and you have said that what I want to get 3 clients. I want 3 clients pay me 70,000 naira every month. That's 210,000. That's like your income for the month. And you believe that's what you can only is 3 clients you can serve for now without much challenges, right? So your goal is to get your first 3 clients, right? That's your goal. But it doesn't mean you should stop outreach. it doesn't mean you should stop outreach. So when you when you get that first 3 clients, you can just do 1 or 2 months or 3 months with them first. About what refining. Remember, you're not just doing what you're doing. You're going to advise also do sales. So I don't start going into more advanced things. I don't just keep it at this entry level. You understand? I want to keep it at this entry level. I think my Twitter space stopped. Hmm. Empty, and I don't know what you are doing this night. So in this thing, don't as you work on getting your first clients, right? Don't the fact you can get clients. I'm teaching you a framework for getting clients. Doesn't mean that what. So I have to share this new Twitter link now. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with network this night. I don't really know. I don't really know. Uh, I'm trying to see what I can do about this. So, like I said, I'm trying to keep it very, very simple. So, I'm tempted to go into some advanced thing now, but you guys have not done the basic ones. So, I have to just. Uh, you understand? So, I've sent out the post. So, you should always you should, when you try to hit your initial target, remember, it's how well you serve your current businesses that even determines the kind of proposed testimonials you get. But when you have sent out your first set of initial pitches, you can keep tracking it. So every day, say, okay, every day I'll send 5 pitches every day. So you have sent 5 pitches. Come the next day, come the third day, now you have sent several pitches. And you are meant to follow up after 3 days if the person has not responded. Yes, and maybe you have done all this, maybe only 2 people responded the first day. And maybe I've started having conversations with them. You have moved them through your funnel. But when you follow up, you go after 3 days, when is the next call this tab date? Do you know that? And say that this follow up one now. You are saying that was just you are sending the picture and it was just 13th October. Just put it here. So any day you come to your spreadsheet or your tracker or whatever CRM you choose to use, you look for the dates of that. What are the different things I need to do today? So when you see follow up, you see that what you have sent somebody a pitch, right? And it's October 13th. You can check if the person have responded to your pitch. If they're not responding, it means that day you have to send your first follow up. You can, and when you follow up, you update the date. You have to send a second follow up, right? If you not get to the stage where you have to create a proposal, you have to create a proposal. I've talked with this person, I've concluded on what I can do for them. They like it. They're telling me to send a proposal to them or how we can work together, right? And what sales was closed. You have closed the sale. I wouldn't advise that once you close the sale with someone, move them to a new sheet of a client list, and that one has its own flow. But I said that one is advanced. Me know if I have not sent pitches, so I can't go into all that stuff now. So my goal is to even get you to send your first pitch. But you should always track this thing. Like I said, don't just send a pitch once and think that the person is not responding. You have to follow up. You have to what? You have to follow up. You have to follow up what seriously. You have to follow up seriously. Just like follow. What is the second follow up? I'm talking about the second follow up. The third follow up is you are not say a breakup email, right? So this is the goal. The goal of this is to create urgency, right? Okay, hi, I've not heard back from you. I'm guessing now it's not the right time. Totally fine. I'll close my file on your file on my end. If things change, I want to visit this down the road. Feel free to reach out. Best of luck with your business. Understand? So this is a breakup email, right? So for most people, this is the email. For most people, this is the mail that they will respond to you. Duolingo actually did a survey. You know, how many of you use Duolingo here? If you have ever used Duolingo or you use Duolingo, can you reply in the chat box? There's a particular notification they send when you're not responding to their messages. They'll send you a notification, take a lesson today. You're learning you want to learn Spanish and you took only for 2 days. You understand? And they'll start sending you follow-up notification. Take your class today. After a while, they'll send you a notification. This message seems to not be working. And you understand? A lot of people start to go back to using the app because of that. So send them a breakup email. No, don't worry about that. Do you understand? So because some people, if they feel that you're too desperate, they can still post. When they say they'll say, what is this person even trying to offer me? Let me know. Are you sure I'm ready to even miss out on this opportunity? Right? So this is the sequence. The first day, initial pitch, gentle reminder day 3, 7th day, the value follow-up. 2 weeks after, send them a breakup email. Do you understand? And after that, if you have sent them a breakup email and they don't respond, so remember, this can either be a breakup email or a breakup message. For some people, they're following up on them on WhatsApp, right? Or on Instagram. But the same principles applies everywhere. So if you have sent them a breakup message or email and they don't respond, then they're not your clients. You understand? So, but try and follow up a minimum of 3 times before giving up. Some of those people is when they not see your testimonials from other people that they will even want to deal with you. Right? So I think I've covered that extensively. It's almost 10 o'clock. So it's very, very it's very important. So this is Loom. This is Loom. I was telling you guys about Loom. So you can use Loom to create short videos and 5 minutes videos and you can just use it to share with someone, right? So you can use this Loom to let me log out so you guys will see how it looks. All these software self to use them. How did I even log out? How will I log out from this software? So Loom is like it's a very powerful platform. You understand? They just bought them for $900 million safe. At least I bought them. So you can use it to send they're up to 25. And there's a particular young man I wanted to share his process. He's a front-end developer, like a web developer, right? And he sent pitches to different companies on how he can help them improve their websites. It was Loom that he used. He recorded a Loom video on their website. These are the improvements I can make. These are the impacts, and send to them. He sent a lot of pitches before he started getting jobs. So Loom is a great video to is very visual, right? You can use it on your phone too. There's a mobile version of Loom. Record the Loom. Your Loom can just be even simple. You even sharing your screen to talk about your pitch and was sent to them. But make sure your presentation matters. How you present what you're trying to give to people, it matters a lot. It matters a lot. So now some people are still saying here now that I don't want to be annoying, because some of it, that's what is holding you back. You don't want to be a burden to people, or you don't want to disturb them. Listen to me, you have to understand that you're not bothering anybody. You are being professional. If you are pitching a real solution to a real problem, then the person needs to hear from you. And they want to hear from you. Sometimes they don't know it yet that they even need. So many of you here, there are certain things that what you wanted, somebody was trying to pitch to you. They even beg you, they literally even beg you to buy. Then later you're happy that you bought it. So the difference between being persistent and being annoying is value, right? So you're annoying when you are sending the same message over and over again. How far? That's annoying. You're not giving the person new reasons why they need to even pay attention to you. But persistence is sending new value each time. Each message is different until you get to the breakup message. So as long as you're leading with value, you're not annoying, you're being helpful. And the secret to this is the people who follow up are those who win. Because most of your competition gives up after one try. You know, many people give up after one message. So you win by default if you are persistent. So that when they respond now, so enough of whether they don't respond. When they now respond, what do you do when they respond? Oh, this person has this person has responded now, and what I want to send them, a proposal, right? I'm sending them a proposal. What do you do? Oh, they've responded and everything. It's okay. This your pitch is interesting. The next thing you need to do is to what? Be ready to handle objections. Nobody will say, I carry all my money. Oh. They want to justify. You should even forget about the notes for now. Say the notes. Take notes. Take notes. There's some things you will not get until you take notes. Take notes. You still get the script later for the other things. Take notes. Don't be here. Some of you are on social media. I'm just laughing. Better take this class seriously. Take this class seriously. Social media will still be there when I'm done. I'll be done soon. So, nobody will say, take all my money. No, what would they say? I'll think about it. It's too expensive. Or let me talk to my partner first. Can you send me more information? I'm not sure this is the right time. Even when it's the right time, they'll say, I don't think this is the time. These are all objections. They are all objections. And they are not, don't see them as rejection. They're not rejecting you. There are just questions in disguise. Your job is to answer those questions, remove that obstacle, and close the deal. So let me show you how. So the first objection, I'll think about it. How many of you have told you I'll think about it, but the person did not even think anything. I said, let me think about it. Right? Let me think about it. Let me copy those objections and even I'll think about it. Says one that is not even thinking about anything. They're really saying, in their mind, this guy is too expensive. That's what they're saying in their mind. That's the real thing they're thinking about. I'll think about it. Let me think about it and get back to you. The funny thing that was there's follow up for there's follow up for somebody to get there's follow up for let me send the proposal. Then there's follow up after proposal to get your payments. But it is all these things that build strength in you. And like I said, the level you now get to, you now even focus more on delivering a job because I have too many jobs. And you cannot hire an assistant to start sending new pitches. But so many people struggle with this thing because they want to hire somebody to do it for them. You have to do it in the beginning. You have to do it in the beginning. I don't even know why I mentioned this assistant since. You have to do it in the beginning to have there's a level of insight you have. You understand? Some of you cannot even afford to pay anybody now, self. You understand? So it's moving forward, the kind of answers you get from me or help you get from me is how action. The more you take actions, the more you get more support and more insights from the things you need to do. There's a level of help I cannot give you. You're not taking action. So that's why we're doing this class to get that simple one. So what does I would think about it mean? It is the most common objection, and it's just a delay tactics. What they're really saying is that I'm not convinced yet, or I need more information, or I'm scared to commit. I don't want to commit to this thing now, and it will hook me. That is what I would think about it is. How do you handle it? You have to uncover the real problem. Right? If somebody tell you, I'll think about it. Tell them, oh, I totally understand. What exactly do you want to think? Ask them, what exactly do you want to think about? Is it the timeline? Is it the price? Is there something else? I'm happy to clarify anything that you need. This will now force them to tell you the real issue. And so you can address it. Right? And if you feel that it has gotten to the point, you can even create urgency. Though, I don't know, okay, let me just leave this urgency one. Right? Talk with people first. Urgency also helps. Right? But I don't think many people here are not at the point where they can use these urgency tactics. So just use this one of uncovering the real objection Another objection is what is too expensive, right? So this one triggers people. You hear too expensive and you panic. You know, say, should I lower my price, or did I overcharge these people? Are they going to leave? Stop. Don't stop doing that to yourself. If not, you keep fighting to people with people based on price. Remember, we learned it on Wednesday. Value, not price. If you carry yourself and put inside the realm of price, you keep starting lower and lower and lower until one day you collect 500 naira to do logo. So don't play in the realm of price. I'm not saying, I'm not saying you should not go and overcharge people low and say give me 2 million, right? No, I'm saying that what you should be ready to defend any amount you are charging people. When somebody is saying that's too expensive, what they're really saying is that what I don't see the value yet, or honestly, of a truth, they cannot afford it at that point, or they're asking for a discount. So you have to reframe the value. What's the best option to do? You have to reframe the value. Tell them, I get it. I can tell you guys on Wednesdays, make them see it as an investment. Break down what you're going to be offering them, and tell them that based on the results you're going to get, this can actually generate this revenue for you or help you grow your business. Remember, guys, if you are talking about sales, like I said, just make this place easier, because now you're shifting from cost to value. Or you can ask them about their budget. So some people don't like giving budget though. Someone will tell you, these are above my budget. Okay, what's your budget? I don't know. So it shows that what the real problem is not the budget. They don't have money, or they want a discount, or they think that, oh, that this thing is too much. Right? And of the truth, also know when to walk away. There are places you get, you just have to walk away. Walking away shows confidence, you're not desperate. Or it opens the door for them to say, okay, I would let me think about it and get back to you. Right? But what you should always when walking away, you can tell them that what, oh, it sounds like you are not in the right place right now to for this service. You understand? I believe you can work with somebody that within your budget. That was I told that forest trader. No problem. Work. He said, don't worry. Bye bye. No problem. Right? I don't know why I'm saying bye bye again. Don't say bye bye. Right? But just tell them now, no problem. Even when they recommend somebody to them, that one they shock people. To shock themselves. So okay, I know someone that can collect this price from you. Let me recommend my friend to you. The man say, it's kind of right. So these are the things you do. So for some people, they don't want to see if you are desperate. If you are desperate, they won't take advantage of you. When you tell somebody, let me refer you to someone that can collect you. Some people, are you saying I don't have money? This can broke. But you don't say you don't get money. You understand? So don't be desperate though. If you are at the point where you actually need money, you can collect lower price, no problem. And they put both and together. But you should not every time you should just accept lower price. Because be willing to walk away, right? And if you have done your background work well, the person, because remember, this whole conversation is framed around the value that you saw. Remember, it's around the value you saw that you could provide. They might not be sure that somebody else will be able to provide that value the same way you do it. That's the challenge there. They might not be, are you sure this person can actually do this? And this guy is saying no. Because for someone to start discussing price with you, it means they have already accepted that they need that thing. What's another objection that people would say? They said, can you send me more information? Right? This one, okay, send me your deck, send me your pitch. When somebody says, send me more details, of course, that doesn't actually more details. So you send me details. I was. You understand? So, but when it's don't just say, okay, control the conversation. Tell them, okay, I will be happy to give you more information. But what exactly do you want to know more about? I want to send exactly what you need than to send you all too many documents. This will force them to engage. Or you think, oh, can we get on a quick call? Quick 10-minute call. Right? So when you're asking someone for a call, put a short time on it. It's better you could get on a 10-minute call or a 5-minute call and they extend the call themselves. You know, when you get on the call, take charge of the call and start asking the questions. Oh, if you tell them 10 minutes, you tell them, it's getting to 10 minutes, so should we, can we continue? And let them tell you yes, right? If what you're saying on the call is making sense, they will want to continue. But you tell them, let's have a 30 minutes call, 1 hour call, they will run. But you can, from 10 minutes, 10 minutes can become 20 minutes or 30 minutes, right? And on the call, you are what you are. I'll show you guys a brief guide now with AI. Do have an AI session tonight. I want to show you guys negotiation. It's one of the best books of negotiation, right? But what another objection is, so some of you guys remind me, but I don't did I'll do it. I want this call to end in the next 20-30 minutes. So I need someone to tell you I need to talk to my boss first, or let me talk to my partner. This is a legitimate response, right? But it's still a delay taxes, right? How do you handle it? Oh, that makes sense. I understand. You have a partner, you have a boss. When do you think you have a chance to talk with them about this? And is there any specific thing you want to know that I can help you prepare for? There are times you have to give somebody the pitch that they use and talk to their boss or partner. So when it gets there, so they not get and saying sales by moonlight. Like now, right now, I'm helping somebody create a pitch that they want to give to somebody to pitch for them somewhere. So they understand that they just told me, help me and create. They paid me to create a pitch for them. They want to give to somebody. Say they approach somebody about their platform. The person say, okay, I'll talk to my boss about you. Now they want to create a pitch to give the person the document. So they told me to help me and them and create the document and give, so that when the person can talk to their guy, can talk what makes sense. Not the person that even the person will reach there and say, someone reached out to me. Oh, I don't know what they're saying. I'm saying this and that. They will be talking off point. So you have to make sure that are able to convey that value you have told them to the boss or to the partner. So you might have to prepare a short doc, a presentation doc, a one pager, and give them. So this is, and even give them tips on how to pitch it. So guys, this is business. So this is the realm of business. You have to be very intentional about everything you do. These are the things that will actually keep you grounded. Success in business. This is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful in every field. Willing to do the right things, willing to create the right processes for your work. You don't pick money on the road though. Money responds to structure. Money responds to value. And package yourself well. Some of you, your profile picture on WhatsApp is cat. You'll be attracting only animals, so package yourself very well. There is not even AI pictures. You don't even have to create, just get your face and what AI will. I'm seeing some powerful AI pictures online. Some that is even looking. You send somebody pitch, say pay me 1 million naira. Do not look, your profile picture is rat. So how you present yourself, everything about you should be professional. Everything about you. The document you are sending, let it be neatly formatted. Neatly, everything neat. Present yourself well. Some of you don't have profile picture on Google Meet. Why? If I ask you why now, why don't you all these people that let me even start sharing my experience to all of you? Many people here don't have profile picture on their Google Meet. And this Google Meet is one thing that you're going to use and talk to them. As you start this process, this Google Meet is the best. So now, how many we have that? Prisha, what is this? Is this flower or what? Are you selling flower? See, even Peter Parker is here. Spider-Man is here. Wow, my brand has gone global. Even Spider-Man is coming to my webinar. I'm just looking at the different people's profile picture here now. Larry, do you teach karate? Do you teach people how to do karate? I'm looking at is what you present as. I mean, there's a travel blogger. I don't talk about before you even say you want. I mean, there's a travel blogger. David does boats, Uber. David Fabumi does Uber. Naya is a politician. SUG. Damiloye is the people that it's people like Damiloye that have professional picture. Yeah, Damiloye, Mercy, Kelvin Johnny has a good picture. Joseph is a politician, comrade. Then they put ID card for their belts. Lawa is a DJ. The lights on his profile picture. Ireti, you do Ashobi? Like, do you sell Ashobi or fashion? Are you into fashion? These are the things that your presentation might help. See Steven, find DP. You can if he tells you 10 million, you will pay. Because he looks, say, are you sure that this guy, this 10 million, thank God he collected 10 million from us. I even thought you collect 20 million. And some of you don't even have picture at all. At least I don't even know. I don't even know what Benedict Chukudi is doing. Let me not even go there. I don't know where is Firebender. Ozai, Lord Ozai. So guys, presentation matters. Oh. Presentation matters. Presentation matters a lot. Presentation. Find a nice picture. If you don't need now, right now, you don't even have excuse. You don't say that you don't have money for studio picture. Use AI and Alozuko. Use AI and do a fine headshot. People don't even know it's AI. I maybe I've seen that fine AI pictures. Like it will look like this Kelvin's picture, Steven's picture. With AI, yo. Hey, they'll teach someone to think in studio. Package how you package yourself. You're a business. You're a business. How you package yourself matters. Right? Pressure sells cars. And Bamidele too, they sell cars. I don't know where Bamidele is flying. I don't know when they sell parachutes. Like, you need to, as somebody that knows how to do AI picture, I'll open the group later. They'll just give everybody a guide on how to do it on the group, WhatsApp group. Remind me. Someone said use nano banana. Right? So you have to, how you present yourself matters. Victor Asian, are you X-Men? But you can use your brand logo. Is this your brand logo, Victor? You can actually either use your brand logo or your picture, but it has to be something that looks like professional, right? It has to look professional. Okay, yeah, it's your brand logo. Yeah. So it's okay, that's Victor's brand logo. So either your brand logo or your profile picture. So these are all the things that adds up. Oh. There's the kind of profile picture you use and join a call. Because I'm looking at like, are you this Gen Z people have come again. So you have to package yourself very well. Both your bio should say what you do. You understand? Some of you, your WhatsApp bio is busy or using WhatsApp since 2020. So all those, like, there are limited opportunities for somebody to actually know what, like, size you up or like review like kind of person you are. So your WhatsApp profile picture, your Google profile picture, it should look very, it seems like, oh, now say I'm shiny. If I tell you to give me 30 million now, you give me. So you have to present yourself very, very well, guys. Presentation matters a lot. Presentation matters a lot. You see why so now we are even getting away with some of these things because we're sending these things online. If you go and talk to people that send pitches in person, there's some places you go and submit pitch. They'll tell you, let me escort you. You think they're escorting you, even be happy. This client is I had a good time with this client. They even escorted me to the gate. They did not escort you to the gate because they liked you. They escorted you to the gate to see if you came with a car and the kind of car you came with. Somebody went to send a pitch in Abuja last year. The senator escorted him out. They got to the car park. The man saw his car. He's driving Jeep. He's Jeep. Say, I can't give you this project though. That's how he lost the project though. He can buy Prado Jeep. Presentation. You see, no people rent cars to go and submit 5 proposal. They will not rent Jeep, rent Popo. So even this online one you're sending, package yourself well. Package yourself well. The funny thing about it is that what it's not even for offline one. Say you can just dress casual. You understand? But your perfume, the perfume you spray, those people they know the perfumes that are 1 million naira. So you somebody can be just dressing casual, but their perfume will sell them. Those person has money. My boss was telling me that what he went one man he sent a proposal to, and what he followed the man somewhere, right? And what the two guys another big man. They go to the office, and the man was telling me, the man told him, chief, this one you're walking around with 1.2 million. And he was looking at the man's hand because he came with the man. He did not see any money in the man's hand. Usually they're walking around with 1.2 million. When they now started talking, he now found out that the pen in the man's pocket is a special kind of pen. They said that pen 1.2 million naira. But if you don't know, you don't know. You think it's normal pen. But the rich guys know. So they do it for presentation. So when somebody sees, they size you up. So you don't even know that the pen is 1.2. You think it's normal pen. But those are not the pen. They know the pen. The perfume, even the perfume you spray, all those things. You can't tell somebody they give me 20 million and you're smelling like charcoal. So, but now yours is online. So there are limited things you have to actually brand it. The way you communicate. Don't go and be begging. Look as if you are begging them for money. No. Talk with authority because you have value to offer. Remember, in day one, we learned that you have value to offer. The moment you can do for somebody what they can't do for themselves, you have value to offer. So you're not begging them for money. You're not begging them for money. You are offering a service in exchange for payment. And nobody can truly pay you what you're offering them is what though. Like me now, I sell courses. There are there are people that have bought my course of 10,000 or 20,000 naira. They applied the thing in that course to make millions. They say, I've gotten a job, or it worked for me, or I was able to package my service. So what is the true cost of that my course? Because the person paid 10K for it, but now they've gotten a job of 500,000 naira, job of 1 million. They have earned 10 million over a period of 1 year from what they learned from a course of 10,000. So you see that people cannot even truly pay you the true value of what you're offering them. We are always going to undercharge. We are always going to have that understanding in your head so you can charge with confidence. That no matter what, as long as you're offering somebody a valuable, they can't truly pay you the true worth. You're only just capturing a fraction of the value you're giving them. There's a young man that I gave an intro into tech, showed him the things he needs to do and everything. Right now, he works with a Brazilian company. They pay him $4,000 a month. So, what is the true value of what I taught him? If he wants to pay me now, how much did he pay me and is enough? So you have to understand that people cannot truly fully pay you. So the one you're collecting from them, don't be apologetic about it. Like I said, doesn't mean you overcharge them because maybe at that point they can't pay that, right? But present yourself well. Present yourself well. Don't when you go to a call with people, don't stammer. Don't start stammering. I say actually, or not any of all those things. Present yourself well. So what is another objection? I think I'm done with the objection. So now let's do some practicals. All right, everybody respond in the chat box. So you send a pitch to a client and they respond, they tell you, this sounds great, but I need to talk about it. Let me get back to you next week. What do you tell them? Respond, let me know that I'll be listening. Respond in the chat box. What do you tell them? What do you say? What do you tell the person? They said, this sounds great, but let me think about it. I'll get back to you next week. What do you respond to the person? I'm looking at the chat box. So I don't think really gonna be listening to what I'm teaching. He said, I look forward to hearing from you. My God. You go wait, you go look even the forward will look you. Jerry said, I totally understand, but what do you want to think about? Okay. Victor said, what exactly do you have an issue? No, this Eddie asking for a specific time and day comes after you have clarified. You understand? And don't even put pressure on them. First of all, even know whether what they are thinking about makes sense. The Bible says that's great to hear, but may I know what's stopping you from making a decision? Okay, that's great. You have to clarify. Yes, thank you, Adetoro. You have to clarify what exactly are they thinking about. You have to ask them what is there anything that is confusing about what I said? Do you need clarity on any more thing? Right? You have to know, you have to actually find out what they're thinking about. Okay, another scenario. Someone said, I love your work, oh, I love what you're trying to offer, but 300K is too much. Can you do it for 150K? What do you tell them? Okay, I don't think I taught you guys this one. No, I taught it on the second day. Let me even know people that are listening, people that take notes. They tell you that 300K is too much. Oh. Can you collect 150K? Can you collect 100K? What do you tell them? What do you tell them? So for the one about price, this is what you have to do about price. The first is to what, remember, you are holding value, not dropping price, right? So if there were four things you wanted to do for, you were meant to do four things for them for that 300K, and I'm telling you I have 150K. One of the things you can tell them is that what one of the things you can tell them is that what can I do only this and this? I can do this and this for just that price, right? So it's automatically it shows them that what that every single thing you are doing for them has a value. It's okay if you have 100K, no problem. If I can, but I'll only do this and this. I'll not do four things. I'll do only two of this. I'll do only this three. I'll do only this one, depending on what it is. Right? It signals to them that what that is not they're not pricing Okreka. Another thing you can also do is, that, is to give a breakdown of what each of those things cost, what they're doing for them and the cost. So that what they will not see that what every single thing you're trying to offer to them. Someone said, what if we broke into phases? It's still the same thing. Phases that's what okay, let me do only two, this first two for 100K. When you get more money, I'll do the remaining two. Right? So you have to what give enough this you have to give enough. Like now, I sent somebody a pitch, and I told them that what this is a startup price, so you have raised fund, this amount I'll charge. So I even increase the price. I say, if I'm giving you this lower price because you have not raised funds. So I know that. So it shows them that what you're also what considering them. Then there's also packages. Yes, if you're what you're offering in fees a package, you can give them a smaller package for a lower price. All right. So let me go straight to negotiations. The first rule for negotiations is to never apologize for your price. Never apologize for your price. We learned about this on Wednesday, but the moment you apologize for your price, you have lost because you're also signaling that what you don't believe you are worth it. Don't say, I know this is expensive, but I hope this fits your budget. I can go lower if needed. No, state your price. Tell them my rate is this, or it will require an investment of this amount. This is priced at the price is based at this, based on the value you are getting. You have to own it. The second negotiation rule is what? Anchor high. You know, if they push back on price, don't drop the price, adjust the scope. If they says, can you do this for 500K instead of 1 million? Say I can't do that. I can't do the full scope for 500K. This is what I can do for. You can reduce it. What you are offering. This gives your value was in fact why we're giving them option. The third rule of negotiation is you have to have a walkaway number. Before you even start pitching somebody, determine the lowest price at which you can go. This is the lowest I can go. This is the lowest that I can go. You need to have that. This is the lowest that I can go. So I'm ending this session now with a presentation for you guys. A Claude presentation. So when I gave you guys this script, you see a prospect has to how to create pitch templates, your prospect list, and how to track everything, right? I'm going to show you guys a sample tracker. So that document will also contain how to handle objections. So I'm ending this session now with this presentation. I see my screen. So let's say you sent someone. How many of you have been, if you have been doing this, respond in the chat box? How many of you have been practicing chatting with AI? How many of you have been practicing chatting with AI? There's a book called Never Split the Difference on negotiations. There's a book on negotiation. Never Split the Difference. Right? So you come to Claude and you tell Claude that give me the key insights from Never Split the Difference. Remember, this means what Claude don't understand. Key insights. You understand? It tells you what tactical empathy. So this understanding the feelings and mindset of the person and what's behind those feelings. It's not about agreeing with them, but demonstrating that you understand their perspective. You understand? So key techniques: mirroring, labeling, calibrating question. There's also anchoring, right? There's black swans. Every negotiation has hidden information that can completely change the dynamic. I love that black one. You know. So you now tell Claude, I am asking this because I am about to go into a negotiation with a client that I am building a website for. I need your help with the right way to go about this. Ask me any necessary questions. This conversation with AI is a lot of things you don't even understand. When you start having conversations with it, like do you understand, with AI. And one important thing that you need to also do is that always say AI this, if not, you can be making. Don't just agree with whatever I say. I need you to be critical so that I can make the best decisions. Right? And he's going to respond. And he's going to ask you questions. So some of you that have not even don't know how to start, come and actually do this thing. I'm trying to figure out, I'm a graphic designer, I'm trying to figure out the best kind of pitches to send to clients using the insights from this document. So that document I'm going to send to you guys, they want the 3 of this class. Upload it, attach it there. Using the insights from this document, give me a master plan on what I can do. Right? You start the process. Do you know why people struggle with AI? They don't use AI in an action-based way. You can ask AI anything and it give you a response, but that will not solve the problem. How many of you have so many chats with AI? You have been using AI, you have chatted like you have 50 chats with AI, but you're not doing anything with those chats. They tell me this, they tell you it is the action-oriented system that works with AI. Use AI to create plans and actually do those things. Yes, AI has all the information on this earth could give you, but none of those things will be able to you if you don't take action. So the difference between AI and Google is about AI can help you take action faster. So ask the question, and as you get to those things, and as you create that framework, actually start taking action. Anything you don't understand, come and ask Claude. I'm trying to do this, but I don't understand. It will always show you what you need to do. So I'm going to stop here for questions. If you have anybody, if you have a question, I want to take questions. Question time. I'll take only 3 questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. Read one. Can make sure I can ask your question. I think mics are muted for everybody. Kaz, can the recorded sessions will be available between now and Monday. And I'll also record a video on how to use those recordings. Okay, you should just ask questions in the chat box. So Victor said, how do you track emails that you send?
Sorry, I have disabled the mute for them.
Okay. So Victor said, how do you track emails and how do you track emails that you send pitches to and know the numbers of times it was read? I gave you guys the tool now. Install add mail suits. You can add mail suits to your Gmail. I've supplied the names in the chat box, but you can no longer see the amount of times it was read without the paid plan. But the free plan helps you know when they have read your email. Pandele said, is there a reason why you chose Claude over ChatGPT? Yes, Claude is better at creative work than ChatGPT. Claude is way better at creative work than ChatGPT. Read one said, by following up with some clients, does it make them think on being desperate? I really told you what to do to make you have to every message should be different. No, I told you friend.com just to familiarize yourself with chatting with AI. You're not using it for anything. There are different AI out there, but Claude is the best for creative work. Is the best globally. Everybody knows. For anything creative work, you can use ChatGPT for other things, for coding and the rest, and maybe mathematics, numbers. But when it comes to creative work, use Claude. Steven said, what about the other tool you use to? Is Hunter. Hunter is a Chrome extension, Hunter, for emails. Yes, Claude is also great for coding itself. Claude Code. But one thing about AI companies about everybody's now specializing on different things, which is good. So, what are the payment structure? I mean, your question is not clear. I tried to sign up on Hunter, but I was asked to use a work email address, which I do not have. Is there a way to get around that? How did I even create my work email? Is there a free plan for Google Workspace? I don't know. Does Google Workspace have a free plan? Workspace have a free. You have to find somebody that has. You have to find somebody. Okay, but it still lacks the free Google Workspace free plan does not have. You can't give a custom email address. So there are other tools for finding email address. You can look for other, I'm trying to remember other tools. I've been using Hunter for a while, so I'll just ignore other tools. Great. There are other tools for only Hunter. I couldn't Hunter with a personal account though. They don't have switched to. Let me check my email address. Which email address did I use for Hunter? Oh, it's my old. It's an old company in my former company, so the email address. Actually, you can actually. There should be an easy way to set up cars. I don't know if cars can answer this, but I believe when you buy a domain from uh this Namecheap, sorry, Hostinger, you can actually create an email, a professional email address, right, for free. At least they give at least one for free. If someone should correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, also Namecheap. So I think one of the best things you can do is it's also going to help with your professional, like how professional. So if you have an agency, right, just create an ending. So you can actually write a domain. You can, someone can, so you can just get a custom email and use for that. So once you can buy a custom domain from z.com, you can buy a custom domain from z.com and get a free custom email address. So it's actually going to help you for both to send professional looking emails or to create an account on platforms like this that gives you tools. So guys, I'm going to be ending. That is my last question for now. So I'm going to send you guys all the remaining resources between now and Monday, including how to even use AI and consume this content faster and get to action. You understand? But you have learned enough. So I meant some ended this call since I have a call by 10:45. I need to rest a bit for that call. Guys, you can end the recording now. But I thank you. So the research I pray for you guys. But I thank you for everyone here. I give you all the praise. Spirit of God, the Spirit of truth, the Spirit of conviction, I ask that you help